What's up, guys? Well, I got my Xbox working. I didn't make a video of it just because I didn't think it was going to be very entertaining, but that's all fixed. It ended up not needing any drive at all, just some stuff came loose. So, tightened everything back up. Now it reads just fine. And now I have an extra DVD drive in case that one does break. But, anyway, to the point of this video, I've been doing some overclocking. So I figured I would show off the results. First off, let's get out CPU-Z here. Now we are at 1.9 gigahertz from 1.7. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that definitely helps out. I also overclocked the GPU quite a bit. And what I finally ended up with was 770 on the core, 1700 on the shaders, and 940 on the memory. So not bad at all, no artifacting, no overheating, the temps barely changed. Because the CPU, obviously that's just a 200 megahertz increase, but it still helps quite a bit. Also, I figured I would run some 3D Mark 06 using Game Booster. I still to this day don't understand if this actually helps at all, but I'm going to give it a shot. I remember what I got last time, so let's see if it makes a difference. Also, let's get out of Azurius, because that's just going to slow stuff down. And I'm going to run 3D Mark 06, and I'll turn the camera back on when it's done. We'll see what kind of score we get. So, we got 4,042 3D marks. That's not too bad. The SM 2.0 score is 1,632. HDR/SM3 3.0 score is 1,566. And the CPU score is 1,725. And originally when I got this, I overclocked it using the Turbo 33 to 1.7 gigahertz. And I left the video card stock, and I got 3,200 3D marks. So this is a decent jump. I have also noticed pretty decent frame rate jumps in most of my games I played. Like Call of Duty Black Ops, for example. That was pretty much completely unplayable until I overclocked the CPU a little more in the video card. Probably the video card more than the CPU. But the CPU being at 1.9 gigahertz definitely makes the system noticeably snappier. I didn't think it was going to make a big difference, but it really did. Now we can go back to normal mode and exit that. Come on now. There we go. Also, just for fun, here's what Windows has to say. Hopefully you guys can read that. Processor got a 5.4, RAM got a 5.8. Graphics for desktop performance with Aero is 5.3. Gaming is 5.9 for gaming graphics, and primary hard disk is 5.9. Which is not too bad. But really, these things are just kind of silly. But I figured some people out there might want to know what they were. And that pretty much wraps this video up. Well, actually, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about the laptop. First I have to let my cat out, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video for a second. Okay, so now the cat is out of the room. I also went and got a little light so you guys can actually see the laptop better. And it also shows fingerprints. So, first thing I want to talk about is the fingerprints. They're not that bad. If you can just pretty much rub them off. If you actually got some cleaner, they'll come right off, and this is in pretty extreme light. But imagine if it was actually glossy. It would look terrible right now. So, I like the whole matte finish on it. I also like the blue lights. They really go good with the black and the matte black. I really like the keyboard. That's one of my favorite parts. I also really enjoy having the Numpad over here. Makes playing games a lot easier. I still don't really like this very much. Like I said in my first review, if you get sweaty hands, or if you take a drink that has ice in it and it's condensating, it's very hard to move this around. But usually when I game, I just use keyboard and mouse, so that doesn't really bother me. Just for surfing, it doesn't really bother me that much. I like the screen, but like I said before, the viewing angles on it aren't the best in the world, so you have to sit directly in front of it. But as long as you're sitting directly in front of it, and it's a laptop, you usually are sitting directly in front of it, it's great. It's not too bright. The glossiness is okay inside. Outside it gets a little annoying, but I can deal with it. Now that it's overclocked, it's gotten a lot snappier. Go to YouTube real quick here. There was some of my subscriptions and whatnot. Games also run a lot better. I picked up quite a few frames a second from this overclock, which is nice. The wireless card in this thing is also very good. I can go all the way out to my garage and still have 3 bars. Out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. So that's pretty good in my opinion. The battery life is fantastic. The battery hasn't degraded at all over this. Well, I guess this is a pretty short period of time to be talking about batteries degrading, but it's still fine. I also really like the whole brushed aluminum on the back, though it does show fingerprints pretty bad. But no biggie. Also, I like the how the screen sits down. It's kind of hard to pull back up, so it's not going to, open up on you in a bag or something and get damaged. I like the speakers, which are both located, one here and one here. Those are very nice. They have no bass, but they do get loud and they play crisp mids and highs. Other than that, the webcam up here is okay, but don't expect, the best quality in the world out of it. The microphone, on the other hand, that thing is good. It picks up my voice from all the way back here perfectly fine. I can talk completely normal. I don't have to raise my voice when I talk to people on webcam. So that's nice. I also like the fact that it has a DVD burner. You would think a laptop of this skinniness wouldn't have one, but it does. It's very nice. But so far, no crashes, no nothing, even with the overclocks. It's been great. So I'll definitely do an update video if anything goes wrong. Hopefully it won't, but you never know. And I'll also definitely make a video whenever I get the dang adapter I need for my Arctic cooling GPU cooler. The bracket, that's the word I was looking for. So I'll definitely make a video when I get that. But till then, peace out, guys.